Well, Happy New Year. It's time for the weekend video. Get ready. Okay, so today I have a question for you. Do you know what the term self-righteous means? Now, in modern American vernacular and possibly other English vernacular, if someone calls somebody else self-righteous, the person they're calling self-righteous is probably just being very pompous and believe they are right and everybody else is wrong. And in terms of the gospel, that's not correct. See, in terms of the gospel, being self-righteous is believing what you are doing is making you righteous before God. But it gets a little trickier than that. Because if you believe you're doing something wrong and it's making you not righteous before God, you're still being self-righteous. And it's because you're relying on what you do or to validate your righteousness or not. And a lot of good evangelicals know that, no, I know I'm not saved by my works. I'm saved by grace. And they know what Paul said, for by grace through faith you are saved, not of works, lest any man should boast. And so they've got that halfway digested. But so let's say they say, no, I'm not righteous by what I do. I know that. But then if somebody doesn't believe in Jesus, the person who says, I know I'm not righteous because of what I do, they will think a person who does not believe in Jesus is not righteous. In other words, damned. And that's still self-righteousness. Why? Because they believe that because they've accepted Jesus and another person has not, and that's what makes them righteous, and another person hasn't, that means they're still relying on something they did to make them righteous. The reality is, everybody is righteous because of what Jesus did and because of his faith. Paul said he was righteous, we are righteous by the faith of Christ. It's by his faith, not our own. So, that is true self-righteousness. If you want to ever know if you're being self-righteous, it's check and see if you think you're righteous because of something you're doing, or you're not righteous before God because of something you're doing, or you're righteous but you compare yourself to somebody else who doesn't believe in Jesus as not righteous, then you are relying on something you've done to make you righteous. And it's not right. It's not true. The truth of the matter is no one's righteous unless everyone's righteous, because what Christ did for one, he did for all. He didn't do it for people who are doing something in return. It was a free gift. It's revolutionary. I know. Have a revolutionary day.